Alright, Curse 1 through 6, Mass Effect 1, Legendary Edition. Let's go. I apparently got some rounds. I don't know about those, but all the same. I don't want to do my equipment because I guess it had that to add. So we're here. It's actually something I meant to look up, by the way, in my quest log here. I wanted to see how to go through Strange Transmission, like where I need to go, because I'm curious. Just because I have no idea where it could possibly be. I normally don't want to look for help, but okay, maybe it's not what I thought it was. Hold on. It was signal tracking. My bad. I entered the wrong thing. I just want to see how I'm supposed to. But they're given in the jail? Is that true? It says the signals are being tracked. I don't know if that's true or not. If that's true, then I have to fast travel somewhere else and see what's up. Anyway, let me holster my gun because it's super rude to have my gun out. So I actually added a new functionality to my bot. It's in the commands list. It's really silly, meaning it's not like something big. My bot can now say hi. If you exclamation point hi it will respond. Just another way to make my bot feel a little bit more alive. That's really the goal. I just don't want the bot to feel like it's not a part of the chat, because the bot really is. It responds to a lot of commands. And so just being able to say hi to the bot is cool. Maybe if it becomes appropriate, I might add like a bye command too, but I don't know if that's as necessary. Was this? Talk with diplomat. Why do I want to talk to a diplomat? Oh, the diplomat for, right. That's to get the body back for the person. Avina, I guess she has her own locations. Try not to do that, I'm trying to, okay. Alright. So that didn't accomplish as much as I wanted. The game might be a little bit quiet for you guys, by the way. Let me just check that. I feel like it is. So we'll go to options, sound, and we'll turn the music up just a tad. Still too quiet in my opinion. I had my game turned up a little louder than I thought, so alright. Should have a little bit more ambiance. I'm not even sure where I need to go to see this signal on the map, but it implied it was on the map, so it could be in the tower itself. So we'll look in the tower real quick. Hopefully it doesn't drag me into a mission. I'll just reload if it does. That's the main quest, nothing else. Okay. Means I should move over to ward locations. We'll go into, I guess, Cora's Den. It's possible it's in Cora's Den. I guess it was possible for me to avoid Rex killing the guy who's at the center point of Cora's Den. Interestingly enough. It doesn't much matter to me personally. I don't really care. The guy was an asshole, but... definitely does not show. Oops, I can... okay. Interesting, to say the least. Okay, real quick. Okay. Alright, I have an idea for where it is now. I set up a little clue, I guess. the ward's access, I guess. I'm trying to look at as little as I can. I just want to complete these quests before I leave. I can wait to complete the quest for getting the person's body back, I think. And the reason why I say that is because I want to have Ashley in the party for the benefit of that person. So it said the elevator that you arrive near. Is there an elevator right here? I'm not even sure. If this is an elevator, then this might be it. Seems to be.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars.
There it is. Flux would have also helped me, I guess, if I'd gone to Flux. Just gotta check the map.
Whoever it was bounced the signal off a hidden relay. I'll trace the new signal.
It's not here. You wanted TLDR for what I did. Okay, so have you ever played the game Afro or seen it?
Proponents have expanded.
Because that's gonna depend on some stuff. So if you don't know a lot about the game, I can give you a good TLDR. No, okay. So I am Commander Shepard. I look weird actually. Funny enough, my mouth came out very strange in my opinion, but whatever. I made the character. So I'm Commander Shepard, female. In this case, you can choose. Obviously, I made my character. I get a bunch of friends, more than these two. I just have a bunch of friends in my party. I just can't switch them right now, but they'll come up later. I'm going to pause because it really distract me. So I distinguished myself by having fought a brave battle before the game, because you have to choose your background, solo and defeating a whole squadron of people and saving like some planet or part of a planet. So I'm a war hero. I've been in the service of the military for like my entire life. Basically, there's this place called the Citadel. It rules the entire space around it, and any race that's distinguished themselves enough becomes part of the Citadel and gets representation of what happens in galactic affairs. Humans are not one of those races, but we are at least included with ambassadors. So right now, the big political struggle is that we want to have a seat on the Citadel, but it looks like that's not going to happen right now, and it wouldn't be me. Personally, I'm trying to be part of a group who serves the Citadel. They're called Spectres, and basically they're like the Black Hand from Oblivion. If you're familiar back from Oblivion days, the Black Hand has the fingers of the hand itself, and the fingers were the silencers. Is that what they were? So I want to be one of the fingers of the hand itself. So the Citadel would tell me what to do, and I would do stuff. But in addition to that, there's a current Spectre, again one of the fingers, who apparently turned against the Citadel and killed another of the fingers. So now Saren, I am trying to figure out what's happening with him. I have evidence proving to the Citadel that he's evil and turned against them, and I'm trying to get him deinstated. So my current bigger mission is to prove to them, now that I have the evidence, that he is in fact an asshole. And if I can just give that to them, which is my major goal, hopefully they will revoke his Spectre status, i.e. making him susceptible to local law enforcement, as well as giving the green light for his death. Hopefully. Now, we don't know exactly what will happen because the game hasn't been exactly clear, but that's the general gist of it, is that he is an asshole and shouldn't be allowed to keep doing what he's doing. So I'm a pretty heavily decorated, person, but I don't have a ton of sway in the world. Good, I'm glad. I thought so.
As best I can tell, the receiver for the new signal is somewhere on the Presidio.
Right now I'm just tracking a signal that was siphoning money from the gambling hall. So now I'm going to figure out who's siphoning money, ideally.
This must be the signal's endpoint. Let's see if we can find out where those stolen credits are being funded.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that, when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by C-Sec officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
What are you, crazy? It's an AI, like the Geth. It would kill us all if it could.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
There's no way you could get explosives onto the Presidium.
Not raw explosives, no. But I did obtain technical systems that, when overstressed, will explode quite effectively.
I have
If you attempt
explosives.
to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
I would install it in a starship if it would just let me.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Up, left, up, down, up, up, left, up, down, right, up, left, up, down, left. That's it? It's dead? I feel bad, I killed it. That's not cool. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to close that window. What does it say the answer here is? Still tracking. Alright, yeah, it's done, I guess. Alright, still have to do that, but I'll do that afterwards. I don't know, this guy seems like he's fine. This is for later, I think, as is that. Alright, so since I've looked around the map but I haven't found anything crazy, like anything I need to do, because I want to wait till Ashley can join my party for the next part, I guess I'll just leave. I'll go to the Citadel and we'll see if we can get Saren kicked off. Technically, it's in the Presidium. Citadel Tower. So far, I've decided to make myself more of a passive, when possible, kind of person. I'm understanding. I don't like the unnecessary loss of life. The game gives you a rating. Where is it? It gives you Paragon versus Renegade. Renegade would mean a rule breaker, while Paragon is supposed to be a good person. So I've already started climbing the Paragon pretty well. I do believe in rules for the most part. However, obviously some rules should be broken when it benefits the entirety of humanity or whatever.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
I mean, it's a fair solution.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
My mouth really does look funny at those angles. I hate it. I wish I could change it, but it's already like locked in.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
That special talent. Is that what I just heard? I got points too. Spectre training. Cool. I could just take a bunch of points of that. I don't want me to take the Spectre training. It seems like a good good thing to take, but I'd rather just do some of that and then I don't know, it's a hard one. I kind of want to finish my assault rifles, I guess. I'll do my Spectre training later. I don't need to do it right now. Cool.
I've always wondered if the Turians released the genophage on their own, or if the Council secretly encouraged them.
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. It makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
I go to C-Sec, which is in the wards. There'll be a Spectre Requisitions Officer, which I should talk to, I guess.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
They are expensive. I can't afford any of this stuff. I won't be able to afford it for a long time either. It's very expensive. It's 313,000 for what I want, so. Yeah, at least I have the option. Okay, let's see our missions. Oops, we'll go to journal. Yeah, I thought so.
I'm surprised you're willing to fight Krogan, Rex. I thought you'd stand with your own.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact. And there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the proteins.
Oh, I know who this is.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology.
Oh no, illegal AI technology.
Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on.
The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant.
The only thing I care about is stopping.
You're right. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back, Flash. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. T'Soni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. If things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. You got anything you want to say to the crew? Now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, let's see if I can leave the airlock with Ashley. Yes. And I think I want to keep Rex, but I actually need Caden. Caden has stuff I need with his tech skill. It's very helpful.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Alright. The Presidium. We'll go to the embassies. I've actually talked to him first. Then we'll go up and talk to the ambassador.
Mr. Bhatia, I'm Ashley Williams. I served with your wife in the 212. I wanted to tell you how sorry I am.
Gunnery Chief Williams. My wife spoke of you with great respect. Thank you. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
Where can I find this Mr. Bosker?
He was in the expensive bar over there.
Tell me again what you've been told about your wife.
As I said, I've been told nothing. I don't understand why they won't release her body to me.
Not yet. I'll be back when I have more to tell you.
Thank you, Commander.
Let's go talk with this Bosker and get this body released. We are soldiers, and when we die, our family has a right to our bodies. Oh, I forgot I hadn't leveled her up yet. What were we doing with you? Armor? Making you tanky?
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard.
Spectre Shepard.
Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
I think it's very reasonable to ask. So I don't want to jump the gun and use my persuasion abilities to be like, hey, you have to release the body, right? Or whatever. I want to talk to Mr. Bhatia because I think his wife, already being dead, might actually have wanted this with her death to at least be helpful.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
They're running medical studies on Nerali. That's why they won't release the body.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests. My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Mr. Baccia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
She died a hero, Mr. Baccia. And now she has a chance to save even more lives.
It doesn't matter. She's dead.
Yes, she is, Mr. Baccia. She died fighting for what she believed in. She sacrificed her life to keep you safe. I think she'd want
I
to
understand if he
that
feels either way or
sacrifice.
the other. I don't blame him for his reaction.
Right, Miss Williams. She would not flinch from her duty. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
Paragon 8. Woo! It's a big increase. Oops. Let's holster those weapons real quick. Do I actually have to tell the other guy that things went well? I assume the answer is no. I guess I should check. Yeah, he doesn't seem to care. Okay. Well, as far as missions are concerned, I mean, I'm getting them banged out. Yeah, there's a fan somewhere around here that I guess doesn't have any bearing on anything because he hasn't been on the map at all as a noteworthy person, so... I should actually just look it up real quick because if there's a quest I can get rid of now, I'd rather do it now, you know what I mean? Okay. He might be in the exact same place he was at before, which I do remember, I believe. The fastest way is to the markets. I might have to leave the planet first, which would be fine enough. I technically did leave the planet because I got my ship, but like I'm not 100% sure. I think it's the fastest way is Med Clinic. And then I can't visit him again until a little later. Oops. This might not be the correct way. That's the back alley, not where I wanted to be. I could be wrong here. I was pretty sure I knew where it was, though. It's not up this way, is it? This looks like the passageway to Flux. Yeah, it is, actually. If I go through, then I'll get the fast transport that's out right here. Maybe I was wrong about where I'm supposed to be. So not Flux, or the Med Clinic. Maybe it's the markets? It's the fastest way? I don't really remember, that's the problem. After the core is then up the stairs, I don't really remember very well. Oh, yeah, this is it. So I'll either be here or I won't. He's not here, so that's okay. Alright, time to leave. So to C-Sec, into the airlock. Loading screens aren't too long. Pretty cool. I spent plenty of time on this planet, so I'm definitely ready to go.
So, Williams, are you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Facts. Alright. I completed a mission with Ashley. I basically did that and wasted a bunch of time as well.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I'll talk to Presley since he's right there.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop her. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first
Afro, are you still here? Can you handle that?
Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. And those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll see who else I can talk to. I like to have conversations with my crew. Afro, are you not there? Grr, I'll do it. Hey, Garrus is here. And Ashley.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape.
That's fair, Afro.
CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am.
Honesty is
If I had
nice.
been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
I'm pretty sure Rex is down here too. Thought I was supposed to.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking back.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship.
I forgot we had a stealth system.
They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing. We've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy.
Oh, a veteran
My
here.
last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
She's nice.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from Piguet.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency.
That's a really complicated government.
So requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and
Always the
complex
problem.
tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers.
I'm honest as a character, you know.
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
They should have just given them freedom.
Long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
I don't think the Quarians necessarily deserved it. I don't know, it's hard to say. The problem becomes, you knew they were sentient at that moment, right? So if you knew they were sentient... Wait, Rex is there? Did I miss him? I did miss him. If you knew they were sentient, you probably should have taken different action.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Like you.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Unfortunate.
It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, well, at least talk to him. He's really who I was looking for, but I want to talk to everybody, of course. Okay, who else is around? Did I talk to Caden yet? I feel like I did. Because he was hiding over there.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last?
We were on the scene faster than any
We'll talk another time in the cure.
How close am I to a level up, I wonder? 1,500 experience, 1,400 experience, whatever. Something like that. I just ballparked it. I went looked for a split second, but that's what it looked like. I've been to lab and storage, so I doubt there's any things to examine in there, but oh, there's a doctor's in here, I guess.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an alliance?
I enlisted right out of med school. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding. Goodbye.
I talked to her already, so I realized I've had that conversation before. Alright, well, I feel pretty good now that I've talked to the people I need to talk to. Keep my crew, you know, on the up and up. It does take a little time, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'll go to the comm room super quick. Nothing in here. I've already examined what I had to examine. Okay. Interesting, it's Athens, by the way, and Sparta, Macedon. I'm not as familiar with Knossos, but I know about these ones. Sorry, Sparta, because it sounds fun. Alright, first big ship travel. Gonna get my last party member. Mastery Bay. Wait, Sparta has its own. Artemis Tau Cluster. What's up, Falal? This is Artemis Tau, and it's a cluster anyway, so the problem becomes which one do I want to go to, so I chose Sparta just because I didn't have any information. And I guess the smartest way to go about things is to start at the outer ring and go in, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's huge, Afro. There's like a lot of stuff to do in this game, to my understanding. Apparently I can't even go there, by the way. I surveyed it, and that's...
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Obviously, I'll be going there. I just want to survey these two planets first. No surveying there, I guess. Oh, no more surveying, because I found what I was supposed to be getting. Okay. I found the planet pretty fast, actually, all things considered. Alright, I gotta bring Caden, and I guess I'll bring Rex, because I think Rex is cool. I kind of want to bring Tali a little bit. Don't really need Rex, because I guess I take Rex's spot. I just think he's interesting, but I guess if I was like gonna fit everything, my combat strength's really high. And, I don't know. She's kind of cute, so... Rex is just funny, but he's also kind of not with like what I'm trying to get for, I guess. I get more diversity. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me. I'm just thinking because I definitely want Caden because of his particular, you know, his tech. Really big for me. Of course he is. That's not the point. The point is, well, I could probably replace Caden with Tali and then take Rex, because I haven't even spec'd Tali up yet. She hasn't been on my party, I don't think, so I could probably replace Caden pretty easily. Acceptable. I like Garrus too, but not enough. Well, I do need somebody to help me with this. It's only for that thing, Afro. I don't care about anything else a party member does besides having tech skills because I need people to be able to break into stuff. That's why. So now all I'll do is I'll just make sure Tali has it all. Like that. Yeah, I like Tali. I think, how do I want to take here? Do I need decryption? It's not that important, but I don't really care about all this stuff. I can make her a little tanky if I want to. I might do that too. Yeah, I'll just give her a little bit of everything. I'll leave her a little balanced, I guess. Rex is redundant in my builds. But he's funny. I respect him. Cade and Ashley are usually more of my character's personality quirks, but I'm trying to diversify at least a little bit. Random Thresher Moth. Bye, bitch. How do I get out of this thing? Infer, do you by chance know what key would relate to getting out of my ship? We'll look at the options. Key bindings. Vehicle. Shoot, fire, repair, aim, change level. Exit vehicle queue.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. You want to know what happened here?
Sucks for them, unfortunately. About 900 until I'm a level, so that wasn't too bad. Obviously, you guys know I haven't played it, so I can have zero comments about such a game. Looks like, well, I probably will after I'm done with all this. It'll just take forever. Correct. What's that red? Is that the edge of the map? What happens if I touch it? Is it gonna warn me, or will it just like be nothing?
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Wondering if there's literally anything else to do out here. Oh, I see there's actually marks of interest now that I noticed this. Anomaly and debris back before, so it looks like there's 3 things to check out. Is it always like that, by the way, guys? Meaning, is it always marked on the map if there's something of interest? Or no? Okay. So I guess what you'd say is non-essential things are not. Yeah, I figure that any secrets I'm just going to hope I run into by accident. Otherwise, I'm just going to focus mostly on the main stuff. I don't have the time or desire to fully explore every planet unless I have a reason to think. Yeah, it just seems like a pain. Like, I'm going to go for known things, right? So there's debris, and it'll be the last thing here. And then I'll be, I guess, leaving. I'm not sure how I do leave yet. I don't know what key it is to leave, but hopefully we find out. Oh, is there actually a mark for what 100% means in furry? You just know because you looked it up. Oh, I was gonna say, how do you know you didn't miss anything? Even if you did explore every inch, it's possible you just weren't looking in the right place at the right time. You probably did find everything. I'm just saying on a conceptual level, it's hard to tell. It's not intelligent, it's a possibility. I think any game that doesn't have a marker for our completion is annoying. It's not like a deal breaker, but I think games should let you know. Thank you. Obviously I'm not ready yet, but also I see something on the map to my right. Hard one. That's okay. Oh, you're right. Very helpful. Thank you, Furry. That map thing is very helpful because I go to the map anyway, so it'll be quickest, I think. Thank you to both of you for giving me good answers. I assume this is ore over here that's on the map. If it actually marks it as you get close in Furry, then I guarantee that you got everything, because obviously... You went close enough.
On my way.
How do you get it? Do you shoot it, or what? Now I can't even get back in the Mako. Is it not on even enough ground? Space is supposed to be the way you do it. I could just return to Normandy and then touch back down. That's what I'm gonna do. That's an easy way without having to reload. I'll just launch back to the planet. To launch back to the planet, by the way, can I just do it from the galaxy map? Yep, cool. Oh, that's mad lame. Let's go find that deposit again. It was over to the right. Thank you, Lyle. You could look it up in Furry. Yeah, I doubt they removed it, to be honest with you. I did kill a Thresher mob with very little problems, so I imagine they wouldn't have given me full experience. But hey, who knows? Why is everything the same way? That's it, right? So I've surveyed this now, so I don't need to do anything with it? Is that how that works, guys? Like, now that it's surveyed like that, I can leave it alone? I figured the answer's yes, but I'm just curious. Cool. Alright, I'll just do a quick run near the bottom of the map, see if I run into anything else to survey while I'm here anyway. I don't have to go that far anyway. I just have to go to this little region and I'll be happy. I kinda wanna be towards the top. Gotta look around, maybe I'll see something. Yeah, that's what I thought, and that's why I'm still taking a look around. Because they could have something along the bottom of the map, which is where I haven't explored. So I'm just doing a quick scan through to see if I can see something. Have I been here? What is this? Just nothing of note, just doesn't matter. No, it's fine. Before I load through. I guess that's irrelevant. Who cares about that? Oh, Afro. There's another mineral deposit of sorts. Palladium. Alright, just over here and I'll be happy. Oh, another one. That's why I went on the bottom of the map. That's where all the deposits are, apparently. Oh, and Furry, by the way, you'll get a kick out of this at least a little bit. I've been really lazy in 7 Days to Die. I'm on day 36 now. And I just got through a Blood Moon, obviously, because 35. And I have not built any more defenses than just iron spikes surrounding my house on the ground. That's it. No more, no less. Just iron spikes. They used to be wooden spikes, but then I got the capability to not have just wooden spikes. Alright, you're gonna have to get out of this little thing. Yeah, my game stages is a little bit above 100. And it's worked for me. Alright, I feel confident now. Turn to Normandy. I found some deposits, got some stuffs, some experience too, and money. Love that. So, now I go to the galaxy map. These places wouldn't let me land or survey them anyway. Alright, Sparta, that's what that yielded. So now we'll go to Macedon. I could land here. Yeah, I mean, I've just been really lazy, to be honest with you, for I just don't want to do anything else, so... I'm turning around and going the other way, seeing what's up. Surfaces of these planets suck. Yeah, I'm assuming that most of these basic deposits aren't worth a whole lot. But I'm here. It's also a thing for experience, right? I get money, I get experience, which is always nice. I like experience, because when you get experience for doing silly side quests, it just makes you stronger when the real quests come. They changed the whole leveling system in general, which is interesting. I wouldn't have known the difference having not played the original more than a little bit, but all the same. Minerals right near the anomaly. Why is it always this minigame of all minigames? Kind of good. Try to do like a hook. Enemies ahead. They did not last long against the guns. I guess because I could not be using this thing. But I'm lazy. want to do with you next, Rex? I would like to give you a assault rifle. I've been letting you do whatever you want prior, but I don't know. Maybe just make you tanky, make you the tankiest person ever. I don't know. You have assault rifles. I'll just make you do some damage. So enemies inside, they're not gonna last very long. Oh, there are people inside. Very well. Did I change this so my helmet doesn't show? Above. Wonder if he's up there and he's hiding from me. Should be. We showed them the mistake of attacking us in the first place, so... Yeah, there you are. Nice job. Seems to be.
Let's get moving.
Decryption skill too low. That's sad. If I had my friend with me, we'd be able to do this. I guess it doesn't much matter. I wish you could switch your squad out in real time, but it is what it is. My decryption, you know what's funny? My decryption is probably 1 too low too. How much you want to bet? It's pretty high, all things considered, but hey. How close are we to a level? Not close, I'm sure. No, not even close. Such is life. It'll always be here if I come back, right? I probably won't, but it's gonna be loot, I would figure. I got the important piece of information. I was gonna say I could reload, but I don't. I think I already leveled this up when I saved. I leveled this up then saved, so it wouldn't help. Otherwise, technically speaking, that would solve the problem. Nothing worthwhile. Not that I can see. It's a hard one, but we'll get it done. Trying, my mouse is going crazy right now. Ha! Everybody thought I was gonna fail, didn't they? But then last minute, Kerbis136 comes in with the clutch finish. Should actually check my equipment. That's better. I'll just give a little peek-see over here. I'll be good after that. Yep, looks like I found one. Honestly, I didn't even realize that you could forward boost. I thought you could only up boost. So this is just like a game changer in general. Alright. I'll make a note to myself about what planet this is and my need for decryption. Try to anyway. Alright, it's Shar Jilla Decrypts. Not even spelled decrypt right, but decrypts. There you go. There you go, now I won't forget. I think in this region that's everything, right? I couldn't land anywhere else. Which brings us to Athens. I should probably write that it was in Macedon, by the way. Alright, so we'll start with this weird mountain on the corner here. And survey it. Looks like that's it for this place. So it's Knossos. Gotta find what I'm looking for here. I could land on Therum. Keep that as an option. Therum's the only place I can do it for, so I think it's where I'm supposed to be. Okay.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay. What's actually bothering me is that there was this weird walk up there. There's this weird walkway over here. I want to see if I can like do anything with it. I doubt the answer is yes, but this looks weird. All right.
My people have searched many generations for a world to call home. If we landed here, just keep searching.
You don't instantly die when you touch lava anymore. Which I think is pretty jazzy. It seems like it's trying to prevent me from going up. Either it's too steep or whatever, so screw it. I'll go around first and see what happens.
Only a fool finds the map like this. You should sneak around and pull its tail.
Don't tell me what to do. Anything else staring me in the face here? I'm not going to go through anyway, I'm just curious. Looks like I could walk up there maybe.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
It looked interesting. I just wanted to look. There's obviously something up on the cliff too, that's really bothering me. Maybe the Mako can get up the cliff this way since this is much easier ground to traverse. No, it really throws me back. I don't know what that mark is, but there's something. Fine, whatever. There, my decryption's max. I forgot to check the ammo for my sniper rifle. Yeah, I have better anti-personnel rounds. That helps a lot. So having better mods. Now the little detour is fixed. You could get anywhere. That's backwards, by the way, which I realize. Death, I'm gonna get off this world. Round and around we go. We are getting good experience from all this, which is kind of nice. The new max level is 30 to my understanding. I'm already level 8, which feels pretty good. I really haven't played all that much. How do you fix this? It's like kind of slowly fixing itself, but like, there we go. Oh. Let's go. So I have a question. Does he come back, like, eventually? He's not dead, right? I don't really want everybody to die, regardless of the consequences, I guess. Just not yet. There's no reason to die yet. We'll just back up more. We'll take it slow. I'll save before the big fight, too. Because obviously I should have before. Sniper. Another down. Alright. Try that again. This time I want to do all the, lead up and stuff. The biggest thing is to take out, whoever's near us. I might even kill the regular soldiers first. Because I'm looking at them as, oh, wait, skip it? Nothing? Nothing. These assholes, stalkers, whatever they're called, I already forgot. They're hard to hit, so it's gonna take me too much time to get them to stop shooting at us. And I can kill the regular soldiers, and I can slowly pick at the assholes. very least get us back here so it's not as... So I can do stuff like that, for example. Just pick off small ones as we go. There's less fire. Coming out of some other angles. See, all these guys are moving on us. Okay, so... Using shotguns, but I don't really want to, in retrospect. I didn't really think about it as I started leveling up as a assault rifle, but I'd rather use assault rifles, so I will. But now I kind of want him to heal, because, I don't know, I want to be tankier. So I'm going to equip him with an assault rifle. Now. His shotgun stuff just doesn't really fit my style as much. Rex. Yep, use that Banshee. Dead. I was just fine a second ago, by the way. That's a little bit, a little annoying just because I was doing fine. I had some shields, I had decent health, and suddenly it's death. Oh, she died suddenly too. That thing is like doing crazy damage, and for some reason my sniper rifle doesn't have any range on it. I shot it a bunch of times and I didn't see any shield or anything, so I need to be closer, which is frustrating because I shouldn't have to be closer, you know? How do I actually set my quick slots? Do I... Yeah. There we go. Probably use my assault rifle a little bit when I start this battle. Yeah, the problem is that this heavy armored piece of shit has a bunch of health, which isn't necessarily a problem in a theoretical world, but I want to attack it without risking my life or anybody else's, but that's obviously difficult. It instantly downs people, so it seems. And there's always assholes hiding in the back who refuse to come and fight. So my strategy of everybody get behind cover isn't necessarily ideal. down again, but I'll just see what happens after the battle. Okay. Not as much matter. Doesn't seem to matter that he went down. It's his fault anyway. I should actually equip Tali with a... She wants to use pistols, she can use pistols, I really don't care. She needs to be her pistol of choice. Her weapon of choice, I mean. Rex would have been fine if he just didn't charge in. Thing did have a deadly hit, though. It downed me basically instantly, so I get it. They kind of came out of nowhere. I saw them coming, sort of. But not soon enough. And my damage really didn't phase them, which is interesting as well. Do 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 do.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Okay.
Good as new.
One-way trip.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara Tassoni, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
There's some kind of repulsion field in the way.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Let's get moving.
Down, left, down, left, left, down, left, right, down, left, right, up. We'll get back to that. Avenger 4. Looks good. Yeah, it is actually. No longer a burst, which I was never a fan of anyway. Though the heat sink is obviously rough, but I should be able to get more headshots, direct hits, you know. We'll see what happens. I like single shot sniper rifles anyway. Personally, I've always been a fan of them in any game. Alright, well, we dug a hole.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Not so fast, Shepard. You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him. Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Is this really the time?
The atmosphere is perfect for our life and death struggle. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
He kind of just ate through everybody. That was kind of lame, to be honest. Where's my last save?
Spare the Asari if you can. No, doesn't matter.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
I'm not one to rock the boat. I work for them directly, so me saying something along the lines of, you know, fuck the ruins or whatever is not always the best move. I really want to talk to everybody again, so I believe that if I can just find the med room, I will be able to talk to my new crewmate anyway. Yep.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me.
Especially in this particular
You were
world.
actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel.
We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my
That's
people.
unfortunate.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions.
That is really sad.
We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I'm going back to that planet that I had to open the thing. And I don't know if it'll be repopulated by enemies or not, but I don't care. Oh, I also have to talk to Tali. Who is down the elevator, right? I'll actually talk to Rex again, too. No, Tali's in the engine, I remember now.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
If wasn't that open. He only showed his face once. We've been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
Good game series. Mass Effect, Nettie. Welcome, by the way.
Big one. Lots of guards. They were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died.
That's really unfortunate, actually. Imagine that.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard.
I can't believe you still play Dota, Nettie.
Eventually. But we have to stop Saren first.
Honestly.
Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Like, honestly, in my opinion, like, I don't know. I've played Dota very infrequently in recent times, but whenever I do, I'm just disappointed. With the state of the game in general. It's not like any one change has been like the death of it or anything. It's just this litany of small changes has disappointed me. No, even when I play with other people, it doesn't seem to matter much. The games just have a poor balancing system right now, is what I usually find. It just doesn't even try to give fair MMRs, whether it's ranked, unranked. It all seems irrelevant in the large scale, and that's what's annoying. Getting free experience is kind of cool. Oh, did we level up just now? No, actually, we seemed to level up a while ago. Whenever that happens. Just me? Oh, nobody else in my squad. I don't know, Natty. No promises. Diablo 2 was good back in the day, but I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna play the Resurrected. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I'm not like hard convinced one way or the other. You do you, man. Whatever makes you happy, really. I'm looking for... This is the planet. I played a lot of Diablo 2 back in the day, and it was fine enough. A good game, I played a lot of it. I just don't know if I'd want to play the same game again. You know, it depends how much changes. Honestly, it's going to depend how much changes, right? So, like, if it's like, oh, you know, it's just a graphical overhaul, zero interest. If they actually change some mechanics or, like, add classes, then I'd be like, okay, like, you know, there's a reason to do it. It's really going to depend on what they do. I'm not as interested in just like a slightly updated version. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, quality of life changes are like meh. I don't know. I might, maybe, but no promises for sure. I'm pretty indifferent. I played Diablo 3 as well, and that was fine, but it wasn't amazing. It was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't awful. It was there. It existed. Played it a bit. The game felt kind of short. That was my biggest complaint. Because they want you to do the riffs, and I was like, eh, riffs are okay. I didn't hate them, I just didn't love them either. I just didn't like the idea of the continual grinding in the riffs, of all things. You know what I mean? They were annoying to do. They were fine enough. I always got something, I guess. It wasn't terrible. I don't know. I kind of liked the way that you used to do it with, open this door over here. I don't remember if I ever opened this door over here, to be honest with you. Might have never done this. I'll look at that after. I liked the way you played original D2, where you're like, okay, go on normal mode, go on Nightmare or whatever, and then Hell. I thought that was cool. I liked playing through the game and getting the waypoints over again, and then there was like a set end, meaning like once you get through Hell and get everything, you were Gucci. Plus, on top of that, I guess my other like thing I really liked about it was... Sorry, I'm just focusing on leveling up here. Is that when you got into certain parts of the game, you get like a permanent resistance buff, the scroll and stuff. You know, other such things like that. There we go. Now I feel like I've done everything in this place. Going to Citadel just to finish one particular quest. Will I get progress towards to see if my fan is there? I'm pretty sure it will be. I'll only be on the actual planet for a few minutes, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm fine with Warzone. I don't ever like shit talk Warzone. I think it's good. I don't play it much anymore, but it's still, you know, there.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. It takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned
Sounds
to manage
dramatic.
my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Froelich syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time.
This guy's so angry right now.
There's a good chance you'll end up going to the academy.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
At least you got to know him a little more, to know he's kind of an asshole.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You don't approve of the Normandy's design?
This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
Normandy is an Alliance warship, but she's on loan to the Citadel. That means she's not in your chain of command.
I believe there's something wrong with my ears. Did you just contradict me?
Normandy is not legally part of the Alliance military. I can't allow you aboard without permission from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Sophistry. You're talking like the Council, using the law to obstruct the Alliance.
Using the law to get you away from me.
But expect me to file a report.
Go ahead. It's gonna be Renegade, I'm sure, but that's just too damn bad. I don't have to deal with you. You were an asshole right up front. You don't get to look at my ship. My ship is my ship.
News, ExoGeni Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Oh yeah, I think I actually have a mission here now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure I have to, I have to go talk to Nasana. I found them. There you go. I think so. Probably.
Commander Shepard? Khalees had been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, What are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel
I don't really
humans a bone. Have you encountered any
feel
situations
particularly
where the Citadel asked you to
I don't
place
desire to
its
play
needs
right now, to be
before the
honest with you,
needs of
Nettie.
Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have that much time where I'm playing a lot of team games like that. When I'm on stream, I'm usually playing games like this, and in my free time, I usually play some of the solo games I don't play otherwise. I mean, maybe at some point I'd message you, but I'm just being honest about the prospects that not likely.
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Pretty easy interview. I got experience for it, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm pretty sure one of my missions is in, they're both in the Presidium, I believe. One's in the Citadel Tower, I think. So I'll go to the Citadel Tower and check. Yep. Oh yeah, I remember him.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of... Commander Shepard, isn't it? My name is Admiral Kahoku. Is there something I can do for you?
You sent a recon team out into the Artemis Tau cluster?
Yes, that's right. They went missing a few days ago. I've been trying to find out what happened to them, but I keep getting the runaround from Alliance brass. Do you know something about this, Commander?
They were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Cool. Alright, so I want to find Asa, and I also want to find my fan. So let's find Emily Wong. Talk to her already?
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
What do you want me to do?
I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
I don't know if I trust her. We'll see. I'll wait on that one for a bit. Mull it over. The lady I'm looking for, I think, is in the embassies first. So I'll confront her about her mother or whatever. Sister? Sister. Yeah, the embassy lounge is Nassana. And this other mission that I have, which is... Yeah, the fan, okay. So talk to her and go see my fan. Talk to her first. I want to talk to this boy.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nassana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. Didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nassana. And I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Nice.
This place seems strange. More humans.
What's our current experience looking like? Need about 1,100. Honestly, I'll be honest if you're still here, Nettie. I don't usually play multiplayer games as often anymore. I usually play pretty, like, low effort games, I guess you'd say, for multiplayer. Things that don't have a lot of craziness, I guess. And the reason why mostly is because people always get so negative about it. Like they're always, you know, angry, and the problem is a lot of games have advantages for people who play longer. Examples, I've been playing a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is a good game, but it has its negatives as well, because obviously the longer you play, you have advantages with the guns that you have available and modifications, and it feels like most games are like that.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Right, Conrad. We talked a while back.
You remember me? Wow. Guys must try to talk to a lady like you all the time, but you remember me. That really means something. Hey, could I get your picture?
Sure. No problem.
Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Feel like it's not for your wife, but hey, I don't mind having a fan. It's no problem. Alright, so I came back in, updated the fan mission, did the Nasana thing, started a couple other missions. Cool. Found the guy to talk to about the dead soldiers. Actually, it was much more, now that I think about it, it was much more meaningful than I thought. I don't even know where that would be. Would be in CSEC. I think I'll plant the bug, probably. Well, I don't know. The last one wasn't a big deal because I was taking down a private enterprise. This one kind of stinks because obviously it would be Renegade, but I have said before, the right thing is sometimes a good thing to do. I'm doing what I'm doing for the good of this organization. It's like whistleblowers, right? Being a whistleblower can be the right answer. As much as following rules and regulations is important, you also want to make sure that you're doing what's best for everybody. To the Presidium.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story. It deserves to be heard.
I appreciate your support. I hope
A
this
little
will
bit,
save
yeah.
some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
Oh, Paragon for that. Really? For doing the right thing? I guess. It seems like I'd get Renegade, but alright. Take it. Ooh. What about Rex? What armor are you looking at? Nothing, of course, naturally. Talia, you got any options? Nope. So be it. What's my journal say for it? Person of interest. The Emporium in the Financial District. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. One of the only places that is not directly findable from this. I gotta see the map. Alright, fair enough. What is over here? Well, so it's here in general, so I'll just check around.
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake would want.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I thought gene therapy was common.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I...
That's misunderstanding decision.
My baby for nothing.
For what it's worth, I think you should consider undergoing the therapy.
I don't care what you think. Who are you anyway? It's my child. It's my decision.
Wouldn't your husband have wanted to give the baby a better chance than he had?
But what if it ends up killing a child who would never have developed the condition?
You played the correct odds.
What then?
Then you'll know you did all you could to keep your baby safe. That's all you can do.
Don't you understand? I can't lose this baby. This is all I have left of him.
And you and that baby are all I have left of Jacob. I can't lose you. Either of you. Not after this.
Then why didn't you just say that instead of yelling at me?
I was scared. I'm sorry.
If it means that much to you, if you trust that it's the right thing, I'll do the therapy. Thank you so much. I guess we needed an outside person to talk some sense into
Yeah, it happens. Paragon 8. Ooh, nice.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Trying to get a full like scope of the area here. I'm technically not in the financial area right now, but if I just like, okay, now I can go down that way. Looks like her, yeah, I was gonna say she looks super sus.
Got a moment? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair
I don't know,
of
like 10 hours, Nettie? And not yet.
Hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
I eliminate them and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Like a renegade for that? I didn't really do anything. I'm not sure if I actually do it, but we'll see. Alright, well, I will get back towards my ship, and then that will be that. I'm trying to do my my job here, not based on what the game thinks is right, but what I think is right. So, like, example, if there are 3 evil criminals, one sells the other 2 out to the police. Police should take the 2 out that they can take.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel.
Like,
uncovers a full-blown crime.
Just because it benefits the 3rd criminal doesn't mean it's not good to take out the first 2. And then inevitably, you now know who the 3rd criminal is, so you just keep an eye on them. If you don't have any hard evidence, you just wait until you do. That's usually would be the right idea. And now I would be working around the system, but that's also my job.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
I have the, the right to do whatever I want to do, basically. I'm doing it for the betterment of everybody by taking out criminals, but...
Is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Just something to consider. As far as Dragon Age, I don't remember if I own them or not, but I intend to play them eventually. Perhaps after Mass Effect, which will take forever. I don't remember if I own them. I feel like I do, but I really don't remember. Alright, save is complete. Which means I can exit the game. Alright, I appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you all next time.